All right, let's get started here. So you want to open up the package. It's going to be under uh, No Frills, Equipment. Open up the demo scene here, and you'll be presented with something like this. So what it is, it's basically written here what it does. Pretty straightforward. We hit play. This is our pretend character we're equipping. This is our pretend equipment. So we click and then that equips it. So you can go ahead and do that, and we could do that. So we also, if we go over here to the hierarchy, demo equipment mod 1, you see here's some key presses on equipment. So if I hit the number 1, it's going to equip a couple of these, and number 2 is going to unequip it there. So we can also, well, let's take a look at what these things are actually doing. So if we go over here to the panel equipment and the button equipment here, we then have the simple script, equip on click. So all you need is your equipment holder. That's this thing over here that holds the equipment that you currently have on yourself. And then here's the actual equipment piece that you want to equip here. If I click on this, down here in the project, it's going to give us the different equipment pieces. So in this case, it's the head. So I'll click that. Now I have the scriptable object. And I got all the values here. So I got the name. I got the example sprite. It's included in the package, right? We have the slots, so where it fits on the equipment. And we also, for all these, we could save these as JSONs and load them. What that means is if I click on this little text asset right here, you'll see all those values now are saved in JSON format or a string format. So if you wanted to load it and edit it on the web and then bring it back into the project and reload it onto our equipment, you can. So if we take a look also, so we have a couple scripts. We got demo set script 2 here. So we got this equips on there, right? And this it equips on both sets of the wrists. But maybe I want one that just equips on one. So demo wrist set 1, or wrist set 2, sorry. I'm just going to switch it to slot 1. So it's only going to fit on the right wrist. So if we take a look, yeah, I got it. There you go. This is still 2. This is now 1. If I have the 1 and I try to equip the 2, it replaces them. If I have the 2 and I try to equip the 1, it replaces them automatically. So then if I want, since I have this config already saved, I can just load it and then it goes back to everything it used to be. So I'll go ahead and exit play mode there. And if I want to name that demo reset 2, I could also overwrite it and then it'll save that into this right here. Finally, we'll just take a look at how simple this is. So we go to the equip script, equip on a click. So I have 2 examples. One it's on click and the other one then it's just a keyboard press. And really you just need the a reference to the equipment holder. That's the thing that it's holding your gear or equipment. And then also you need the equipment piece. So here it is. This beginning stuff is just, it's a convenience thing. It's auto setting the image to the equipment piece. So it's not necessary. I'll go ahead and close that, but that's it. Holder dot equip, and then the piece you want to equip. Okay, and that could be done anywhere as long as you got a reference to equipment holder. That equipment holder is here. This scriptable object, the thing that defines what it can hold and what it's currently holding. So if I click on that, also scriptable object here, you'll see here's our equipment holder. Again, you have the same JSON saving and auto naming and description. But now the unique thing is the different slots. So you could define the different slots. So you see I have currently 8 of them. I have a name, a descriptive name, uh, how many, I guess, slots that it actually takes up. And then you have this, so the actual slot type. And you could extend these, check out the documentation. So finally, let's look at the equipped slot UI. See how unequipped is being handled here. So I'm going to edit the script. Again, this is convenience. And what I do here is I'm subscribing. So our equipment holder, you could subscribe to an unequip and equip event there. So I'm doing that. So every time that we equip or unequip something, this thing checks if we currently equipped or unequipped our slot or ourself. In this case, it's checking the slot, and if it is, then it's just changing the sprite so we have a visual representation of that. Same thing for the unequip. So these two things give you the visual representation, and they're subscribed to the events. And if you're using UI, you're probably going to want that. Otherwise, though, this is the only thing you need to call to unequip. And you could do it by slot. You could do it by equipment piece. Okay, so I'll just minimize that. So that's overall getting started. Feel free to check it out, explore around, play around with what we got here. But that is the No Frills equipment. Thank you.